I'm not really going to beat around the bush about this. In the past episode, we saw someone that is probably in the best interests to have arrested, and obviously need quite severe psychiatric help, and is also probably a poster child for what this kind of society will eventually create. So, let's laugh at the absurdity. Ah ha 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 ha. Of course, I know you're here for, well, some fun little jokes, but also to subject me to everything that I've seen, so I can't put it off any longer. Let's delve back in. Yeah, surprising that people in this society... Oh, he's blocked everything out of his memory. At least trying his best to. Really? Why does she carry those around in her pocket? And is no one here going to question the fact that she's pulling panties out and showing a guy? How much money did they sink into those? It's a choker, isn't it? Chokers and bracelets. And, when people don't have a way to understand simple biological urges, it really does manifest in the strangest of ways. I would like to say I would like to get into the history of why this all started, and whoever's, I think it was her father was like, wasn't her father a politician or something that stood up against them? Oh yeah, and what will happen with the rage of the scientist denied her precious insects and experiments? Yeah, this show contains scenes some viewers may find disturbing. You don't say. Thank you. You seem oddly normal. Well, she did put the effort in, I suppose. Drop it and run. Drop it and run. I don't like the sound that the wood of the desk itself seems to be buckling. She's meant to be the very definition of like the moral committee. One may feel like they need to reevaluate. Yeah, but his image of what she was has been skewed somewhat, hasn't it? She got through that fence with scissors. Yeah. Try your best to get out of this situation. Basically, just reaffirm the fact, yeah, of course, he likes you. The fact that she has so rapidly turned into this. I'm surprised the society hasn't collapsed already. Where's that going to land? Kind of cliche. But with a mother who is, I think, also one-track minded to push ahead under under every circumstance. No wonder she's turned out like that. How? Then we are all fucked. Probably both metaphorically and literally. Usually against our will. What kind of book is that? Like that saying of never meet your heroes. Yeah, not quite the same. Hopefully. If nothing else, she works fast. Okay. I kind of half expected someone to be inside the locker for some reason. Looks like it might be him soon. Save it for later, not quite thirsty at the minute. Going under her skirt there. Well, at least she was distracted. Literally with a net to catch him. Is no one going to step in and say, this is a bit out of the usual? What the hell are you doing? The fact that she didn't see those drawings as well is possibly quite good. I wouldn't want anyone even being near him at this point for their own safety. We saw what happened to the fence. This is a very... I don't like this world. It's basically just extortion with extra steps. The good thing is, if this is publicly broadcast across the country and it goes horribly, horribly wrong, that's a step backwards. Why did she have so little time left on the phone? Surely listening to that video isn't out of the... out of the question in this society. If so, YouTube would be in dire straits. I'm not going to answer that. Nope. Leave it up to your imagination. And the fact, that now the plan has been foiled somewhat, and the authorities know of your trying to enlist people up to the mountains. This isn't a suicide mission. You don't need to have the kind of goodbye speeches, especially on episode 5. Although it does, episode 5 does mean, capture and savior. The fact that they are running all in uniform, in a uniform fashion, like this. I'm not... The fact that she is being carried along like that. Like the emperors of old. But who else to lead the charge if not, say, scientists scorned? How do you... No, I'm not going to quite ask that question. I think someone, out of everyone who does need the new PMZ, test it out first. Girls? What? You've come up with such an elaborate plan. Why are you surrounding them? It's going to be... distract all of the guards so they can't really do anything. And use the boys as decoys, because... who would suspect elsewise? Hopefully they actually discussed it with them first. I wouldn't use it as a reliable location method, though. Just for the future. Google Maps might be a better idea. Hell, even just dropping a stick and where that goes might be better. Do you actually know a location that it is stored? Don't have this kind of monogatari speech, I only know what I know type thing for this. Is it... well, I suppose, what other time are they going to have this kind of... it's not really a heart-to-heart, but... How climb the tree like this without being noticed? I'm not sure the power of love can do inhuman feats like that. I may stand corrected. The good thing is, in her state like this, she may be easily distractible. Ow. Nice hiding place. Not really subtle, though. What was for the I think it was an author's name on the back. Niche appeal, indeed. Hopefully she doesn't have any stationery. That is correct. Although, in her current state, you are basically condemning someone to death. I thought there was going to be another secret passageway behind the bookcase or something then, but what's going to be the ex machina that's inside the briefcase? Is it something that you need to take your boxes off for? There's definitely a way to make her get an eyeful. Oh, wow. Please have a good code name. To be announced. Fair enough. Probably not great to come up with something on the spot. I mean, the masks aren't exactly top tier disguises. His scent indeed. Run! Although, I've never really heard of someone with such an obvious weakness. Usually big bosses have glowing orange spots that you shoot at, not... Yeah. Where did this come from? Double rainbow all across the sky. Yep. Comrade in arms. Are they going to have a lot of proxy members by students as well now? You've resupplied, well done. I don't believe so. Craziest that she can actually hold a conversation with, possibly. Still, it's better than none. I'm not going to ask why that guy is going along with going along with the lighting like that. If I could draw like artwork as quickly as that, I might be quite happy. But I don't think I want to go through the process of getting over the artist block. Great. Make sure this goes off without a hitch. You didn't even check what it was you were holding. For it to be broadcast so readily as well. Clever. Why are you still filming it? Please excuse, we have technical difficulties. Spank or high five, both are good. But it is probably only a setback, not a stop to it all. Yeah, you might want to think of a better way to phrase things. I don't know if I'm getting sick of all of the... It's not really innuendos, it's just swapping words out. But it is kind of fun. Maybe it is a Stockholm syndrome. Kind of what he's going along with now. But does she just have... Does she spend her nights finding words that she can use instead of? Or does it just come so naturally to her? I don't know which one's worse. But considering all of those students saw a few pictures and then rushed to the scene of where there might be more, is no one going to question why and think, hang on here. Hopefully that will be getting to the last few times that we see infused ingredients, since they've already used that one now. And it first started off as a joke, but now I actually want to see more of the gorilla. At least it might calm down some of the other characters. What are you cooking? What could... Okay. What could it be on the stove there? And I know I've read stories about mothers almost literally lifting cars off of their children that have been trapped. So love can make you perform feats that you possibly don't even think you're capable of. However, even I hope it's not as strong as we saw there. And I would ask why people wouldn't be able to see such obvious strong-arming. Like, oh, we captured all of these students, and if you don't want us leaking your name to your parents and the press and whatnot, you have to sign this document. Surely someone would have been able to, outside of the student body, leak this to the press and have even more ammunition to shut down this whole backwards-ass organisation. Although at this point the media's probably in it with them. And if you want to be nourished and refreshed with the power of love, then leave a like on the video, maybe a comment down below. But of course, it's probably more therapy for us, isn't it? I think I've got a lot to say in this week's session. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and yet you're still eagerly awaiting more meltdowns, well, you may want to fix that, and then you won't miss out. But of course, yeah, you're going to need some rest for all of that. You can't really go at it too many times without a break, so see you in the next one, I guess. If you want to show your love and adoration but don't want to go through the effort of extracting bodily fluids to use in your recipes, then consider helping out on Patreon. It is only a slightly less, completely repulsive idea. And so with that, Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Dynamite 1997, Aishrem, Shiwen, ASD, Stinsfire, and everyone else, you can keep your cookies to yourself. But thank you anyway.